Men, if you're ready to reclaim your edge, listen up. I used to be held back by constant bathroom trips, with multiple wake-ups during my sleep and looking for restrooms whenever I was out. Then I discovered Better Man. After just 2 months, I started experiencing fewer trips to the bathroom, less urge to go, and I even slept through some nights. I feel a noticeable boost in my overall well-being, even sexual stamina. It gives me the freedom and confidence to live life on my terms. Better Man is clinically tested and trusted by thousands of men over 25 years. Ready to take back control? Go to BeBetterNow.com to order your supply today. That's BeBetterNow.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed. Individual results may vary.
You're listening to the Best Morning Routine Ever podcast, the show that proves no one stumbles upon success ever. With your host, Lou Need. Every Mondays and Thursdays, we deliver cold hard evidence behind the power of a robust morning routine. Get ready to be transformed by the renewal of your mind.
Hello, morning enthusiasts. Welcome to the Best Morning Routine Ever podcast. I am your host, Dr. Lou Need, and today I am honored to have Diane Strand on the show today because it's like having a celebrity here. She is a celebrity. You've seen her in General Hospital. You've seen her on Friends, and she is an award winner, entrepreneur, and a coach who turns help others turn creative passion into profitable businesses. And so she has written her book this year, and it's filled with tactics and steps for entrepreneurial success. And so I'm excited to have her on and talk about all that she's been doing. And it's quite amazing. So with no further ado, Diane, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited to have the conversation.
Such an honor. I mean, you've been, I think I've recognized you from Friends.
Well, I have to correct you a little bit. I am not an actor on the shows. I was a producer on the shows. Now, I have an acting career way back when, but I have moved behind the camera and I am much more on the producing, directing, writing side. And today I am a serial entrepreneur, speaker, and author.
Okay. And so the JDS Productions tell us about that, because that's the segue to how it all started with you, because you were in those castings, those.
Yes. Well, I had my Hollywood days, as far as you mentioned, and I was a producer on Friends and General Hospital. And I left the entertainment industry actually 21 years ago when I came out to start my own production company. And today, our production company does video marketing, multimedia for corporate communications and training. And then I have an actor's studio to where we launch actors into the mainstream industry. And that was with my first book, Show Business. And then we have a nonprofit that we founded with it's my partner in life and business, my husband. And we founded a nonprofit. So we're doing a lot of training and education to help other people find their career pathways in visual performing and digital arts as we move the arts across America, because the arts touch every industry and it's such an important connection to be able to thrive and succeed no matter what industry you're in or where your career should take you.
Such a powerful way to give back, because I did see that you got the 2021 Nonprofit Award of the Year from Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce, right? Because then that's you feeding back into the community the value of the arts and science and how to kind of keep it going.
Absolutely. I mean, that was such an honor to be able to win that through our Chamber of Commerce locally and be able to be highlighted that way. And it really is all about the service of the arts and what it does, the collaboration, the connection, the economic development that the arts do. That's what it's really all about. You know, one of my biggest highlights was just a couple of weeks ago, I did a TEDx talk and I talked about the impact of the arts and economics and workforce development and how it affects and changes everything.
Let's dive into that a little bit, because I haven't seen that correlation or heard of that correlation before.
Well, I truly believe, especially for me, it has affected and it changed my life. And it really starts all the way back in second grade for me because I am dyslexic, and everyone told me that I shouldn't even try to go out for the plays or reach for my goals because I couldn't read in second grade. But also my tenacity kicked in. So when someone tells me I can't do something, I say, watch me. And against all odds, I taught myself how to read or at least audition. And I got the part of Betsy Ross in the second grade play. And that kept me connected. School was definitely a struggle and tough for me, but because I wanted to be in the plays and be a part of those performing arts, I did the grades that I needed to do to get it. It kept me in school. You know, I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, and going off course was very easy, but I stayed connected thanks to the arts. And even the arts, they teach grit and determination. And that is something that you need to be an entrepreneur, to be successful, to be able to keep reaching for your dreams and turn them into reality. And the arts teach those things. They collaborate, they're inclusive. And whether it was getting me through school, working long, exhausting days in the entertainment industry, from General Hospital, Friends, reality television, to building a business over 21 years and 3 successful businesses. It's due to the arts, being involved in the arts, and I see how it works when we teach and help others to move forward in the arts, that they have been able to learn and grow. And we work a lot with adults with developmental disabilities, and everyone learns differently, but the arts can help find that throughway for you.
Yeah, you tell that to those who said you couldn't do it. 7 communicator awards. Like, seriously.
Yes. Some of the accolades that, I've been able to get, they're very rewarding and fulfilling, at the same time, very humbling because, I know that I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for the community around me and my team around me and being able to do that. And, it really does bring us all together because I didn't earn them alone. I share them with others.
Yeah, and it says if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others or go together. So
Yes,
you live that.
I do. Yes, I try to anyways.
So you've done a phenomenal job at, building JDS to a, 7-figure media company. And now you've transitioned to content writing, not content writing, but video creation. Tell us why that transition is important for you.
Well, video, I believe, is a great way to communicate. You can mix multimedia together to get a message across quicker and faster in today's world. So I love being able to show businesses how they can communicate, leverage, market, and scale using video and multimedia, as well as using it as a training tool to be able to teach skills that, whether you're trying to market and communicate with social media, whether you're trying to reach people to train them or educate them, video is one of the most popular tools that we have today. So I love that I get to do, and I also teach with it.
Yeah. And so that's part of the production. So you're creating some top quality videos, right? Coming from giving your background with the production experience that you have.
Yes. Well, I have a TV show. It's called Spirit of Innovation, Arts Across America. I produce it as well as I co-host it. And we really bring the power of the arts through news and information and how it really connects. And it not only educates as well as informs, it is a way to be able to bring in that collaboration and be able to share entertainment as well as foresight and growth for the future.
Yeah. So you're staying busy, and I'm curious to hear about the Creativ-Preneur book that you've written earlier this year. Tell us about some of the lessons learned along the journey that you've put in the book.
Well, the Creativ-Preneur is who and what I breathe and do every day. I believe that either you are a creative who is looking to launch and you need a little bit more business if you're a creative, or if you're a business, you need a little bit more creative to market, communicate, leverage, and scale. And so some of the lessons is, I love acronyms. Acronyms are something that, I follow a lot. Like one of my favorite is HOPE, which is help one person every day. And when you're turning a dream into a reality, you need to have direction and you need to realize what that dream is. You need to evaluate it. You need to take action to create that momentum. So those are some of the acronyms that I kind of derive out of words that we all say. I have a dream, or I have a goal, or I have, I want to hope for something. So if you put a little bit of power words behind it as a creative-preneur, it helps make those things come to fruition.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's almost like having to eliminate the negative self-talk that is so prominent a lot of the times, and when we replace them with more of the aspiring and positive ones you just mentioned.
Absolutely. It is really, it's a mindset game, and you have to, make sure that your mind is set to where you want it to go, and tools to be able to change that mindset. Because if you're not pushing yourself to step outside that comfort zone, you're going to get stagnant. And if you want the magic to happen, it always happens when you're a little bit discomforted. But remember that discomfort is temporary, because all the growth comes on the other side.
Right. Yeah, that's well put. Really, can appreciate that. For a lot of people who are creating content, it's noisy out there. Yeah, it's very noisy with all the content that's out there, be it video, blogs. How can one stand out in the midst of all this?
Well, I believe that one of the ways that you can stand out is to be seen. You have to really push yourself to be seen, which is doing the things that need to be done, pitching, getting yourself into articles, getting yourself onto podcasts like this, being able to share your message. And remember that it's your responsibility to share your message, because if you're not sharing it, somebody else is sharing a message that's similar, but they're not doing it with the heart of service that you may be coming with to be able to fulfill that. And just remember that, if you're working with others, that you are there to serve. And then, it will come back to you in tenfold. So go with the mind of service, and the reward will be beneficial for all.
Heart of service. Nice. For the, we have ChatGPT these days for content creation. We have all these new technologies that is set to streamline the process for us. What do you see the future of media and entertainment looks like for entrepreneurs? How can they navigate this space with all the technology that is ahead?
Learn it. That is my advice, is learn it. I use AI technology all the time. Work smarter, not harder. You're never going to remove the human from the process if you understand the technology, because the technology is just going to make us move faster. It's not going to take away our intuition. That's something that AI will never have, is intuition and being able to foresee into the future. They can only predict off the past. So in that sense, you have to be able to understand the technology so you can bring it and incorporate it and make that technology work for you in a great way, because you don't have to, as a writer, my thoughts go 100 miles an hour. So if I can put my 100-mile-an-hour thoughts into a program like ChatGPT, it's going to help me organize that thought and all those thoughts. So it's just not squirrel brain going around and I don't accomplish anything. It'll kick it back to me, and then I can rework it, and then I can make it my own. But it moved me past the day and a half of what idea do I go with? Do I follow this? Do I do this? And the brain that just goes a million miles an hour, that sometimes takes us as humans a day, day and a half, 3 days to get past what, we all call writer's block, right? Where you kind of go in there. It's because we have too much going on at one time. But the AI can help us streamline that and then hit it as we need to and move through it. So work smarter, not harder.
And embrace it. Yeah, I like that. Embrace it and use it And so it complements you, your style, your intuition, and then we work it, as you say.
Yeah.
I like
You
that.
have to learn how to, learning how to use AI is a skill. It's a skill that we teach out of our studio here and making it work for you. I mean, I was writing, video scripts and sales leads and different things that you have to do. And you're still, I'm still writing 3-paragraph prompts, but now it's giving me back the content that I need because I can just put all my thoughts into there and let it come out in a way that it's like, that would have taken me a day and a half to write, where I could just put all my thoughts into it and I got it back in about 15 seconds, right? And then I can doctor it up from there and move forward.
Yeah, and it's super precise. And I find it works a lot better when it has memory, when it knows all the business, when it knows all the context, and it just gets smarter and smarter that way.
It builds upon it,
It does, yeah. Diane, tell us, how do you get up, dress up, and show up? What's your morning routine like?
Well, I would say I'm not a consistent morning routine where I do the same thing every day, except for the fact that, I talk to myself every day. I always take good 10, 15 minutes to think about what my day is going to bring, how I'm going to prep myself, the things I want to make sure that I'm prepared with as I roll through the day. Some days are gym days, some days aren't, some days are, where I have more time to get ready than others, but I always take 10 minutes to make sure that I know what's ahead of me, what I want to be prepared for, and then get myself in my right mindset to make sure that I'm coming with a mind of service. I'm coming with being positive, kind, and thinking about how I can help at least one person every day, provide hope, make somebody's dream come true. And when I can get my head in that right space for, 5-10 minutes, the rest of whatever is going on just seems to fall in place, whether I'm taking that time on the treadmill or I'm taking that time to just sit in my bathroom. Sometimes I might need a little pep me up. I turn on some music and I get myself moving and creating a little momentum and motion because, when you are in motion, you create that momentum and you can take the tiny wins into the big wins. And, I feed myself some good reading information, not long. I'm not a reader. Obviously, I'm dyslexic. It's one of my toughest things, but I love to read an acronym or read a quote that is going to, start shifting me into something else. So it's all about the mindset for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's 100% the intention that you set in the morning, be it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as for you say, is having that dialogue, that inner dialogue to prep you for the day. So you can show up for your clients, but show up for yourself too.
Absolutely. And, it doesn't mean that I have to take 10 minutes and add that to my morning. I can take that 10 minutes in the shower. I mean, I'm getting conditioned on it because it's something that I do every day. So, and that is really a morning routine, is something that you don't have to stop and think about, oh, did I do this? Or it's not like taking your vitamins. It's getting yourself in your right mindset. And if you can think about that, you're going to be there for everybody else. Start with yourself, and then you can give to others.
Yeah, the way you put it makes it a lot easier because then it's seamless. It's like brushing your teeth. You get up and you don't like, did I forget to brush my teeth? It becomes so habitual, so ingrained in your daily action that you don't think twice about it. You just do it. Fantastic. So tell us about, where can we connect with you? Where can we find you, your book?
Well, I have my book, Show Business, Breaking into the Industry as an Actor. The Creativ-Preneur officially launches at the first of the year. And I have my TED Talk coming out. So you'll find me on, of course, all the TEDx and TED Talk websites, but at Diane Strand, hashtag JDS family. You are going to find everything JDS, whether you're looking for our nonprofit, our video production company, you're an actor. If you are looking to want to do what we do, we are moving the arts across America. You can find that, and I can help you launch your own creative academy and your own business and show you how to do that. So whether you are on social media, look for Diane Strand, JDS, or Spirit of Innovation and DigiFest. That's a little bit about who we are.
Fantastic. I mean, you've been doing such amazing work, especially with the JDS Creative Academy, working with the youth at risk and adults with special needs. I mean, it's just phenomenal how you feed back into the community that speaks to you as a leader, and really appreciate all that you do.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your words of encouragement because that's, what it's about to be able to keep doing it.
So thank you so much for taking the time and joining us today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here. I enjoyed the conversation.
It's fantastic.
All right, morning enthusiasts, that's it for today's show. Thank you for tuning in. If you love the Best Morning Routine Ever podcast, we'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and subscribe, rate, and give a review on iTunes or Google Play. While you're at it, tell a friend about the show. Be sure to visit bestmorningroutineever.com and our Facebook group to join the conversation, access the show notes, and discover our fantastic free bonus content. Until next time.
These days, I can do anything from my phone. Book a vacation, order a meal from a 5-star restaurant, buy and trade stocks. But maybe the most amazing thing I can do is make my dirty laundry disappear and then reappear perfectly washed and folded. I have Rinse to thank for that. I just schedule a pickup in the Rinse app or at rinse.com. A Rinse valet comes to get my clothes, and before I know it, they're back, crisply folded and ready to wear. They even do dry cleaning, which is returned hanging in a nice Rinse garment bag. And with Rinse, my satisfaction is guaranteed. If for any reason I'm not happy, they'll re-clean my clothes for free. Best of all, Rinse saves me tons of time each week. That's time I get to do something I love versus something I have to do. So if you want to save loads of time by not doing loads of laundry, remember, there's an app for that, Rinse. Sign up now and get $20 off your first order at rinse.com. That's RINSE.com.